The first year, it was just El Bait Shop, with a small lecture going on over at the High Life. The second year, we took off both venues. We took High Life Lounge and El Bait Shop.
We did a debrief on the event that we just had. How did it go? What would we change? I spoke up and I said, you know what would be better is more bacon.
We rolled 15 bacon explosions that day. Remember thinking, oh my gosh, that's a lot.
You know, I'm no math expert, but we quickly figured out with our festival that bacon times bacon times bacon equals bacon cubed, which also equals bacon awesomeness.
Year 3, we were constrained by the indoor venue. We moved to this beautiful building called the Scottish Rite Masonic Temple, which, in retrospect, it only made sense because the Freemasons are a mysterious group, much like the Iowa Bacon Board.
You know, we sold out year 3 in 6 minutes, and 800 people. We had 1,200 pounds of bacon.
It's a lot of bacon.
The day tickets went on sale was February 4th. It was the day that my third child was born. I was receiving phone call after phone call from people that wanted tickets, and my wife was extremely upset. And one person called me and said, congratulations. And my response was, I know the Bacon Festival sold out. And they said, no, on your newborn daughter. I think I gave birth to 2 kids that day.
I don't know about the other guys. I never thought it would be this crazy thing.
The third year we introduced our first theme, Bacon Odyssey. So we took bacon futuristic in 2010. 2011, that was our 4th year. It was fields of bacon. If you fry it, they will come. So we had more of a baseball theme. So during the baseball theme, we were wondering about things that we could do that year that would make things special. And so we had a nice little 7th inning stretch during the festival where everybody sang together, "Take me out to the ball game." We had a big meeting. How could you have fields of bacon if it didn't rain?
Because this venue that we had was an open-air office building, and they had these catwalks, and I think they went to like the 6th floor, and they had these model rocket parachutes that they then attached to
carefully placed cooked bacon into little plastic baggies.
And they threw probably 100 or 200 or so over these catwalks, and they floated down into the crowd.
While people were singing, "Take me out to the ball game." It was probably one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen.
How many events do you see bacon floating from the skies?
When my children were born, I felt a lot of responsibility, as well as the beauty of life and whatnot. When I saw bacon floating to people's hands, I felt like I had given the world a gift. Totally different experience. Year 5 was when we first moved the event to the State Fairgrounds, which I'd say that the event has always been somewhat of a mixture of food festival, fair, as well as pre-football game tailgate, and mixed with other things. So the fair seemed like a good home for us. The end of the world was coming, so it was bacon-pocalypse now. Loved the smell of bacon in the morning. So we had a lot of zombies, which was great. We had the Iowa National Guard was there with a climbing wall, so people could practice survival skills, which would be important if it would have been the end of the world. As you can see, it wasn't.
The Blue Ribbon Bacon Festival has really taken on a life of its own. It's expected by the community, not just the Iowa community, but the bacon-loving community of the world.
The event was no longer really ours. It was the bacon lovers' event from that point forward.
This is the epicenter of bacon.
How many pigs do they raise in the United States in a year? About 60 million. And so a third of them are in Iowa, at least a fourth of them are in Iowa. So we have 3 million people, so I'd say it's more like 10 to 1.
Down the road, when the 5 of us get old and tired, we can hand this down to all of our kids, and they can continue on for another 20 years.
Be careful, he might blink.
I haven't seen one in 7 months.